Hi, my name is Melissa and welcome to Live Life Balanced. Hi, welcome back. May is Mental Health Month and today we are going to talk about anxiety. Anxiety is a natural, healthy, and useful emotion. Without anxiety, we would not be able to survive as a species. Anxiety helps us to see dangers around, such as being hypervigilant in an unsafe area. Keeping our family safe as we can tell when things are not quite right with our children. And anxiety pushes us to peak performance, such as when we take an exam or during a sporting event. Anxiety is not useful when it interferes with our lives, and it can create an anxiety disorder. One of the most common ones is called generalized anxiety disorder. It is a chronic, excessive, and exaggerated form of worrying. This generalized worry can interfere with daily activities and become a nuisance as well as a distraction. A person that suffers from generalized anxiety disorder has problems with focus and concentration, as well with physical symptoms such as headaches, chronic illnesses, high blood pressure, and stomach ulcers. Another form of an anxiety disorder is social anxiety disorder. This one is an intense fear of social interactions. A person that suffers from social anxiety has exaggerated thoughts of looking stupid in front of people, maybe saying the wrong things or not knowing what to say to people. Someone with social anxiety disorder will go so far as to isolate themselves, and they have a very difficult time making friends. Panic attacks are a very common reaction for someone that is put into a social situation. Speaking of panic attacks, panic disorder. A panic disorder is characterized by panic attacks. Panic attacks are brought on by sudden feelings of terror or loss of control. A panic attack causes powerful physical symptoms such as chest pains, heart palpitation, dizziness, shortness of breath, trembling, nausea, and an upset stomach. Phobias. We all tend to avoid certain things or situations that make us feel uncomfortable. But for someone with a phobia, certain places, events, or objects create a very powerful, strong reaction. An irrational fear. Most people with specific phobias have several things that trigger those reactions. To avoid a panic, they will work very hard to avoid their triggers. And depending upon the type and the number of triggers, attempts to control that fear can take over a person's life. PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder. We've all heard about this one. And contrary to popular belief, it is not as widespread as you think it is. PTSD is caused when a traumatic event occurs where the person perceives a threat to their life or safety, or a threat to the life or safety of a loved one. This can happen with incidences such as wars, physical assault, sexual assault, car accidents, natural disasters, and man-made disasters such as explosions. Symptoms can include difficulty relaxing, vivid, upsetting dreams, flashbacks of the event, extreme reaction to innocent events that caused a triggered response, and avoidance of any related items to the event. PTSD is diagnosed when a person has symptoms for at least 1 month. OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a disorder where a person has chronic, unwanted, intrusive thoughts, behaviors, and fears that cause an anxiety. Although the person may acknowledge that these thoughts are irrational, they often try to relieve their anxiety by carrying out certain behaviors or rituals. For example, a fear of germs and contamination can lead someone to constantly washing their hands. Fear of someone breaking in can lead to compulsive checking the door locks. Compulsive movements such as hand washing and checking locks is not the only form of OCD. OCD is more than obsessive repetitive behaviors. They are also the thoughts that interfere with daily lives. I suffer from this form of OCD, where my irrational fear is surrounded by intrusive and debilitating thoughts of death of a loved one. For most of us, we have a fear of death, but for me, it interferes with my daily life to the point where when I'm unmedicated, I have a very difficult time functioning. Death is a part of living. Oh, and I do have a spotless house. My house is the cleanest, especially when my anxiety level is way up. And unfortunately, anxiety's best friend is depression. So this compounds the anxiety issue. If you suffer from any of these anxiety disorders, please do not suffer alone. Please ask for help from a qualified therapist for talking and processing through your anxiety, and a psychiatrist for the appropriate medications that can help you relieve your anxiety and depression. Next week, we will be talking about some ways to deal with your anxiety. Live Life Balanced is currently running a contest for all of you viewers for the month of May. One lucky viewer could win $100 to spend on one of our affiliates. You get one entry for the drawing when you like, subscribe, and share to one of our platforms, such as Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter. If you decide to like, subscribe, and share to all three, you just got 3 chances at the drawing. So you could have 3 chances per person if you will go to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, like, subscribe, and share. We will do the drawing on Saturday, June the 1st. Life in Motion is also running a special for the contracted price of our undiscounted regular internet sessions. For the month of May, you can save $20 on a contracted rate for online therapy. This is not a one-time discount, but a contracted price that lasts the entire time you are in counseling. This is a rare deal, guys, so get it. This is not valid on the public servant sessions or the in-person counseling prices, as those are already discounted. We have also been making some changes to our lineup. My videos will now be on Monday, and Shelby's videos will be posted on Tuesdays. And look for more changes to come to our channel. We are going to be having some guest appearances and some possible additions to our lineup. We have a lot of things going on, so don't miss a thing, and be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell down below. As always, guys, have a blessed and balanced week.